Welcome back to the PTOUnlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode 138.
Oh, man. It's so cold out, dude.
It is cold today.
It's very cold. Alex is wearing a freaking, what's that, cardigan? Is that what that's called?
It's like
Looks more like a bathroom
A
floor
bathrobe?
mat.
Yeah. What?
A little bit.
Oh, my gosh.
Does your bathroom floor mat feel like this?
I don't know, but it's soft on my feet.
Oh, man. We're a little bright.
Wasn't
F you!
I didn't mean it as like it's ugly.
I look like a floor mat?
Have you seen some bathroom floor mats? It's
Yes.
not like, ew. They're supposed to be decorative.
Are you mad about this? Like, your face is a little red.
Wait. You said a bathroom floor mat is supposed to be decorative?
Yeah.
Both floor mats that we have here look like a piece of crap.
Well, how old are they?
Oh, what are you talking
A
about?
couple years.
You're supposed to replace them like every 6 months because they have stinky feet on them.
We wash
I
them.
wash mine.
We wash them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we actually wash ours. You wash it pretty, like, frequent, like maybe monthly, at least.
You should.
Yeah.
Whenever I do a
actually-
little laundry, yeah.
You're supposed to wash household linens way more often than people do.
Oh, yeah, like bed sheets.
Bed sheets
Bed
is
sheets
supposed to be
once a
like
week.
weekly, yeah.
Oh,
Once a week.
man.
I don't know anybody who does it that often.
Well, I'll tell you what, I would do it more often if I had my own washer and dryer in
Sure.
my place.
You
I
say
do,
that?
and I still don't do it that often.
I don't think you would. Well,
Yes,
if you
I
owned
would.
an apartment, but if you owned a house, you'd still want to limit your water bill. 'Cause that's
When-
all I hear is
Okay,
about.
but it's sheets.
Weekly is really often.
It is. It is very often. Yes.
I like fresh sheets.
I think everybody does.
But anyways, I wanted to move into an opener here. So this
Welcome anyone on YouTube joining
Yes,
us.
thank
We
you for
are
joining
live.
us. Don't forget to comment on anything that we talk about. If you want to chime in, we just might give you a shout. So Netflix is giving up on Marvel.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, yeah,
They
I
are.
forgot about that.
They are.
They're dropping.
They're not giving an F.
They don't care. Like, I'm really surprised that movies are still coming to Netflix that are Marvel-esque. Like,
They won't be for long.
they won't be on there long.
Yeah.
No. Because when does the Disney Channel streaming service launch?
Next year sometime, I think.
I think it's second quarter, right? Is what they said.
I don't recall.
Yeah. Anyways, but Daredevil just got canceled.
Daredevil got canceled. I also heard that they'll do the next Jessica Jones and the next Punisher, and then that's done. So they're just like, I can't remember how it was explained to me, but basically I think one of them was pissed at the other, so this is the reaction, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, it's just a whole bunch
I'm
of
just
drama.
butchering that up, I know.
But they said that this is a very watched series, which, yes, Daredevil really broke the seal.
Well, was it the first one, or was Jessica Jones the first one?
It was Daredevil. Was the first
Daredevil.
one.
And
Jessica Jones was second.
That and the Punisher was the only ones that I watched, but it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica Jones is really good.
Season 2 of Daredevil was really good. I have yet to watch 3.
Season 2 brought in
The Punisher.
John Bernthal as Frank Castle, and that was awesome. I didn't like the whole Elektra side to it,
No,
but
that's where Daredevil needs to go.
I agree.
Needed to go.
It has to, yeah.
But you haven't watched Season 3 yet?
I haven't yet.
I wonder if we should do that to at least get an idea of where the series closed out for Netflix.
You haven't either.
Mm-mm. No, but we have been watching, what is it called? I said it wrong.
Hill House?
The
Haunting of
Haunting of
Hill
Hill
House.
House. Yes.
Yes, Josh and I are on like the third episode, fourth episode.
Yes. And the only reason why we aren't farther is because we it's an hour long. They're hour-long episodes. All of them are. And each episode has been, there's some jumps. It's a jumpy show.
It's a very tense show because you have no idea. There's no build to a jump.
No, there isn't.
It's out of nowhere.
No, and there's the way that
and the build that you think is going to happen is never a jump.
Right. Brett, when you're seeing a scene of transitioning scenes, you expect them to be shortcuts. In this show, scenes are longer than played out than they need to be, and that adds to the suspension because normally in horror movies, when a scene is longer, there's a jump. It happens all the time. Like when someone's going from room to room and they don't cut and it's a long walk, you expect a jump. There's scenes in this show where you just expect horror, and it comes at a different time, and it's great. It's so good.
So there is a scene that it's not even scary.
No,
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 I'm
no.
going to. Yes, I'm going to. So
I don't agree to this.
Josh, we're sitting there watching. So we've already watched like an episode. So we're on like the second one, so we know how scary it is. And Josh's like, I don't like scary stuff anymore.
You said you weren't gonna say
this.
this.
I'm not gonna throw you under the bus. I'm just gonna say it's really funny.
I'm not into horror as much, but now I'm really interested in the story.
Plus, October's over.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. So, anyways, there's a scene.
Is that the only time you watch a horror movie?
Usually, yeah.
Yeah. For us, I try to do.
Maybe some September, but October. But after that,
January is a big horror month too.
Why?
Like that's where a lot of horror movies come out because that's
Oh,
everyone's
yeah.
shovelware comes out in January.
Anyways, there's this scene in Hill House that all this guy does, all the scene is this old man gets up from his bed, he's on the phone, and it's just like a change of scene, like a flash of scene over, and he's on the phone, and then the next scene is he's in the closet turning on a light. But it's like the whole show is tense, so you spend the whole time just kind of like
ready to jump.
And I didn't think it was scary, but the next scene is just so like click, like light
but
on.
It was there was bass to it.
There is some
Like, they
bass, and then
added-
all of a sudden, like you just see like him on the phone, and then click, he turns on a light in a closet. Josh goes, ah! Like jumps, and I was like, really? I'm like, a closet light bulb.
It was a closet light bulb. Yes.
Josh is like, I just don't like scary stuff anymore.
Well, you gotta prepare yourself, I guess.
Now, Brett, you're a jumpy person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this show is definitely. I don't. You would. It's good. It's
a good
interesting
story. Yeah.
Like the jumps.
I don't think Brett would like it though because it's taking a long time to explain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a mini series. You'd expect that. It's a series. It's not a movie.
Yeah, but you don't get a lot of information right away, and he doesn't like that.
You're getting it in parts, and that's fine because what it is each episode so far it's been centered around one person.
Like you get their story
entirely, and it merges to everyone else's. It's a big family basically. It's a family of 6.
Yeah.
See, there's the older brother, older sister, the twins, and then the other girl.
And then yeah.
So it's a family of 7. Yeah, because the clairvoyant.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's 7. Family of 7. What's up?
Do you want to catch up on the comments?
Oh,
Oh, yeah. So we've got people saying, I'm super upset about Daredevil. Hell House is amazing. We have Netflix is paying $100 million.
I was gonna bring that up.
Yep. So to keep the TV show Friends
Why?
running because everybody's freaking out that it was gonna be leaving Netflix.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Then go freaking buy the box set.
What I heard is that they were paying $30 million a year just to have it.
Oh my god.
And then they had to pay $100 million to keep it. But think about it like this: if they heard enough threats, or if they got not threats, but if they heard enough responses from subscribers saying, if you dump Netflix, I'm canceling my subscription.
Wow.
So think about it in that way. If they had X amount, what's the trade-off? If we got to pay $100 million, but
you know what?
We could lose out on revenue from subscriptions.
I wonder. Okay, so in all TV shows like this, there's the people that get the syndication money.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine any of the actors from Friends need to do any more work if they wanted to.
No.
Oh, they haven't
Because
for a while.
that show is so popular. I have yet to watch an episode.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've seen an episode. I'm just not a fan of the show.
I've watched them.
I've tried, and I'm just sure it's beyond my time.
It has, it's
very
it's
90s.
not for everybody.
I remember I've seen the scene. I've seen scenes that everyone talks about.
I've seen the popular scenes.
Like there's one where Matthew Perry has a laptop out and he's given the specs on it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, that used to be good.
Uh-huh. There's a lot of very funny parts, and I've
don't think
watched
you can-
a lot of the bloopers, and some of those are hilarious.
Yeah, it's. I
well, the
don't know.
bloopers with almost any show,
It is,
especially if
but
you've seen it
Yeah.
and you
you
know
know-
how it's supposed to be.
If
Right.
it's funnier if you're familiar with the scene or just with the show in general.
Oh, like
Take-
The Office.
Yes.
Right. Is there a blooper reel of Andy Griffith's show?
Oh, I doubt it.
That would be awesome.
It would, but it's
Because
just removed. Removed from the '60s. It would be different.
it would, yeah. But I think that they could do it. There's times I will watch Mama's Family outtakes just because, what's his name? Not Don Knotts, the other guy from Private Eyes. Crap.
Don't look at me. You know I don't know these things.
It's okay. Mama's Family, really funny show from the 60s, 70s era.
Oh, Mama's Family was the 80s.
Was it 80s?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh. Carol
Look it
Burnett?
up. Look it up.
Okay.
Carol Burnett, I don't think was in Mama's Family.
Carol Burnett is Mama.
Are you sure?
Are you kidding me?
Look it up, because now that is news to me.
Oh, my
I
gosh.
have no idea who you guys are talking about.
You don't know who Carol Burnett is?
I don't. All right.
She's a TV legend.
Brett, whenever you say I have not seen this
I'm
movie.
sorry. It's Vicki Lawrence. I'm sorry. Brett's right. I'm sorry. They look very similar to me
All right.
at that age.
Whenever you say I have not seen
You're
this
right.
one movie, we go, oh my God, you have to watch this. When you say you don't know who this person is, I don't know people's names. I don't.
So, but you've never even heard of
Yes, I've heard Carol
Burnett?
I've heard of it. Or heard of her. I do. If you show me a picture, I'd probably be like, yeah, that's her.
If there's one woman in all of TV
Josh,
to mention,
show me a picture of Carol Burnett.
it's Carol Burnett.
Yes. Oh, that's not a good. She's old.
Well, what about Mama's Family? Did you look at the year?
Crap. No. I can right now. Actually. You're right. 83.
Okay, so we're 2 for 2 for Brett. Anyways, can I have a picture, please?
I'm trying to find Okay, do you recognize her in that?
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Why? What was that?
It's an older
It's
picture.
today.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm
Yes,
like
I
you're
know
not
who
gonna
she is.
recognize. She does not like when she was in front of the camera. She didn't look like that.
Well, I mean, she looked
Whenever
younger,
Josh and
but-
I are in a movie or we're watching a TV show, I go, oh, it's that one person from that show, which is in this show and this and this and this. I don't go, hey, that's Will Smith.
Oh, speaking of Will Smith, did you guys hear about Men in Black? The
No.
fourth one actually got a title.
I did?
I saw a headline or something.
Men in Black. I think it's just called International. It's it has Chris Hemsworth and Chris Hemsworth and the chick from Thor, the Valkyrie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
cool.
They're both opposites and it.
We got a big list. We probably need to
Yes, we do.
move
People
on.
are yelling at us about Carol Burnett. So, Carol Burnett is from Annie. Yes, I know. That's where I recognize her from.
Yep, International. Yep,
Let's see here.
June 14th next year.
You got It's okay, but I'd much rather have Marvel stuff back on Netflix other than Friends. We've also got on here, you guys should go and check out The Possession of Hannah Grace.
Well, see,
The one movie that Josh and I have seen that was a possession movie that we watched in high school, which was really like effed up, was
The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Yes.
I thought
that
that's
is
probably
so
what it
that is
good.
so. It's such a great movie, but
I'll
it's giving
watch
me
it
chills.
today.
It's giving me chills thinking
Why?
about it because
It's
it was
not-
a fucked up movie.
No, it probably doesn't age well.
Probably not, but it's this.
I
It's
know,
it's
in
a
your
mental
head.
movie.
See, you watched Halloween.
Okay, that was just funny.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on.
That was just funny.
Let's talk about Christmas bonuses.
Yes. Let's stay relevant with the Christmas season.
So,
I don't know if I'm getting one this year.
have you in the past?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Have you ever got anything that's not money?
Yes.
Okay, so
Kind of.
elaborate. Like you've gotten actual extra money on your. Have you gotten extra money on your paycheck or a separate check with your
Both.
bonus?
Both.
I've gotten both. I've gotten cash
Both.
Like
before
straight,
too.
straight up cash
ca-
handed to you.
Yeah, straight
Yep.
cash money, homie.
Yep.
So the reason I brought this up is because I got my Christmas bonus last week, and while I'm grateful to get one, the bonus that I got kind of bothers me.
No.
Is she gonna sneeze?
I think so.
I was going to. No, I'm not.
So
Can't wait to see your face on camera, Alex.
Anyways.
to me, a bonus that requires you to spend more money is not really a bonus. It's a cool thing to have, but to call it your Christmas bonus is not right, I think.
Why?
Because in order to use this so-called bonus, I have to spend more money than I would have.
Are you talking about a percentage off? Yeah.
That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
at
sorry.
my place of employment, which everybody knows what it is, but I won't say it. If you worked on Thanksgiving or the day after or the day before, you had to work one of them. You get
One.
yes, at least one of them.
You should be required to do two.
Well, either way, you had to do at least
Either
one.
way.
And you get 25% off of of an entire transaction.
I thought it used to be one item, wasn't it?
It used to be one item. They
Now
changed that a while ago.
Wow,
to
now it's a whole transaction.
whole transaction.
Oh, no, yeah, I
So
remember that. Yeah.
what people will do is they'll just wait and do all their Christmas shopping in one day.
Yep.
Well, that's
and
what
end
I'm
up
saying.
Spending several $100s and then getting 25% off that transaction.
Right.
Now, me as a single person with no family, and
Of
I
your
don't,
own.
I don't buy a lot of I don't buy a lot of gifts anyway.
No.
Yeah.
So now I have to spend money to save money to use my bonus.
You know what you can do? Use that bonus on an Xbox card for yourself.
Well, what I did was I needed some stuff, like I needed
Oh.
some new jeans.
Mhm.
And I just used it on stuff that I needed
Oh, instead of what you wanted.
and Red Dead. So
And
it was
Red
half and
Dead.
half. It was half
So
and half.
did you buy the digital copy card?
Yeah.
They sell that there now?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So I mean, it was fine, and again, I'm glad that I had that, but I don't consider it a true bonus.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all you got? Like you
It was
didn't get
basically, and instead of calling it a Christmas bonus, it was more like
a Christmas gift.
it was a reward for going through the hell that was the event.
Yeah.
yeah, I get that. I really
And
do.
honestly, so if you didn't work any of those days, you don't get anything
No.
for Christmas.
Correct.
Correct.
That's
You
a
get-
bunch of BS.
No,
yeah,
it's not.
I mean, I don't even know if we're having a Christmas party this year, which I think we usually do, but there's been no talk of it. So.
Yeah, we
Oh,
we
I'm
haven't-
having mine this weekend.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's just staff, right?
That's
I'm
just
not
the staff.
invited.
No, you're not
well,
invited.
so what are that you can remember your worst Christmas bonuses?
Like,
Worst?
You ever had any that are like insulting? Like I would have rather had nothing than this.
Not,
Yes. I got a raise.
Is that bad?
Yeah,
Why?
because I got a 10-cent raise
Would you rather have no raise?
Where?
at Banditos.
You got that for Christmas?
I did.
For
Why did you just call out where? Well, I guess you don't.
I
work
don't
there
work
anymore.
there anymore. I
You
work,
don't plan on going
I
back
don't
there
ever
anytime
plan on
soon
going
either.
back there anytime soon. I worked there when I was 16.
that's a
okay?
Mexican restaurant.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a local.
They saw
chain.
that I was working really hard. This is the conversation. You've been working really hard lately, and we have you working doubles and have you working Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
So you're
all
just like,
weekend.
ooh, what am I getting?
And they're just
Hundreds.
like, so we thought that we would give you a raise, and I was like, oh my god, thank God, because I'm already making only $5 an hour. Like I could really use a raise. And they're like, all right, well it'll be on your next paycheck. So I went from like $5 to $5.10, and I was like, what's this?
New check. Who dis?
Yes. And they're just like,
I'm getting
like, yo,
warm.
I had to, I talked to some people and got you a raise. I'm like, I didn't do shit. Like, really? And they're just like, well, if you really want to make more money, you could be a hostess to just stand up front and
Right.
seat people. I'm like, so I do physical work by being a busser and working my ass off and hurting my back all night. And then you're going to tell me you're going to pay me $1.50 more to stand up at a podium.
Alex, it's the way of the world. Executives and CEOs make billions and millions, and the hard workers, they don't. This is the fight.
That's hard work.
No, it's not.
Depending
Are you kidding me?
depending on the CEO and what company.
Well,
yes, it is.
it's stressful,
It's
and there's a
stressful.
lot of responsibility.
So
And that's not to say anyone else's job is
I got
devalued,
paid
too.
$1.50
Right.
more to stand up at a post and say, "Here's a buzzer, take a seat."
Yeah.
That's
But,
yeah.
But you had to deal with people.
I have to deal with people with busing.
Not as much. That's not your job.
I have to clean up after their nasty selves.
Yes, but you are dealing with the hungry people. Hungry people are worse than full people.
Full people are messy.
Prove me wrong. Not that. Psh.
Okay.
Moving on.
Anyways, moving on.
That
moving
went
on,
nowhere.
Moving on. So yeah, that was probably my worst one. Is I got a 10-cent raise for Christmas.
Well, and again, like with mine, it's more of the company ensuring that we're giving them 25% off, but at least they're turning around and spending more money for us.
Mine was more earned in a fact that I did an additional side job and I was expecting more, but they paid me my wage that I was making and gave me that hourly rate where I was like, no, this is my hourly rate for what I'm doing. And they said instead I got this POS check from the owner of where I was working at. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I was livid. I was like, I right now I'm like, Right, it's making me mad now. So yes, mine was more earned, like the fact that I did additional work at home.
So basically, your bonus was here's an extra job for pay, but it's extra work.
And you're not getting a rate that you
I
should
see.
get.
I
Yes.
see.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
kind of a backhanded
it's a big
bonus.
Oh yes, it absolutely is.
Yep.
Well, I mean, this subject comes up on the radio station, the radio show that I listen to a lot, and there are some crazy stuff
Oh,
that are called bonuses that are just like really. So I just
Really?
thought, well, we've never talked about actual bonuses, and I always think about National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation because Clark Griswold was getting like a several $1,000 bonus to put in a swimming pool, and I'm like, who gets that? Who's getting thousands of dollars? And you got to assume that that's probably compensated in his salary, to whereas you take a little bit less per month, so that in December we can hit you with the big old check.
There you go.
You
Yeah,
know, so-
and it's psychological because you put it in your head that this is
Sure.
extra. This is extra.
Mhm.
stuff.
Exactly.
But they're already prepared to give you that amount.
Right.
You just didn't
It's
know.
built into
Yes.
Yeah.
their salary, and that's even a line in the movie when he's telling his boss off, where he's like, when people expect those as part of their salary, and
Mhm.
you stiff them, it's bad.
Let's move on from there, guys.
I guess on the opposite, what is, I don't know if you guys want to share it, but what's like your best
I don't
experience with a Christmas
I don't
bonus?
even remember. They're all
Yeah.
relatively the same.
Everything has been, at least I'm happy I got that.
Yeah.
Mm.
And you should be happy with anything anyone gifts you. Don't put it in
I'm
your
sorry, but
head.
I was not. That was just meant more taxes were taken out.
Yours was earned more than anything, more than gifted. They're just like, oh yeah, let's just see. We'll just give her a raise because she's been with us for so long and this, and we haven't done that yet.
As I've worked
mask it.
retail, I think every year it was some kind of extra discount. When I worked at the financial institution, I think we actually got cash. It was, it wasn't a large amount, but it was still cash.
Right.
Well, yeah, because what sucks is if they add it onto your paycheck, which most
You get
places do,
taxed.
you get taxed for it.
Sure.
And then if you get a big enough paycheck and you reach that next tax bracket, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's all gone.
All right.
Anything new on the comments you care to share?
Let's see here. Brett, we have some people agreeing with you about where you work. Let's see here. Oh goodness, I know those quote unquote bonuses. I had the same issue when I worked at that same place.
Oh yeah.
I agree with you for sure.
All right.
So there you go. That's what we got. And then we have a comment going back on the Emily Rose movie. No, it's still pretty messed up apparently.
Oh, okay.
To watch it now.
So I got some movie news here.
Do it.
First of all, this is crazy. Between Two Ferns is getting a movie.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Netflix.
Is Zach Galifianakis doing it?
Mhm.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Really?
There's some big stars attached to it too.
How
It's
do you
a
make
net.
a
It's a
movie?
Netflix
It's a Netflix
movie though.
It's a Netflix movie.
It's not going to theaters.
But how do you make a movie?
You tell me. I don't know.
It's just
You know it's gonna be
stupid
awkward
5,
as
10
hell.
minute conversations.
It's gonna be awkward.
I know, but that's what's so freaking funny
I
about
know.
it. If you, I think one of the most awkward ones I ever watched was when he was interviewing Barack Obama.
No, there was one, Jerry Seinfeld.
I never saw Jerry Seinfeld
That one was pretty.
because
Yeah.
he was throwing Barack Obama under the bus, and he was just sitting here. I mean, he took it awesome. He apparently, because he's used to it. He's president.
Yeah. Oh, he's.
And he was just like, and
Well,
we're done.
There's a lot of cuts. There's a lot of cuts there's a lot of outtakes.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm sure.
But you ever see the comedian Jerry Seinfeld doing the comedians in cars getting coffee? You ever
Yeah,
watch
I
that?
actually watched
Nope.
that.
Yeah, you have. I'm surprised you haven't, Brett.
Yeah, you would enjoy it.
I
Yeah,
know.
he interviews everybody.
Well, wait a minute.
All they do
I
is,
did watch the episode with Jay Leno.
You did tell me about that.
He doesn't really interview them. It's really just they're
just talking.
they're going out to coffee and they're just talking. They're not
Yeah.
interviewing. It's just, hey, remember that one time back in the day? Like they're
You get to
reminiscing
see how
about
loony some are.
Jim Carrey's.
Jim
was-
Carrey's
Jim
a little.
Carrey's a little loony.
I think it was on Netflix for a while.
What?
That
It
his
still
series-
is.
a
They're on
Netflix
like
original.
season 2, I think.
It's
No, it was on MSNBC or something.
what?
Comedians in cars getting
No,
coffee.
it's a Netflix
It's
original.
a Netflix original.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and look it up.
I am certain of this.
If I'm right on this.
Oh my god, that'd be 3.
I'm going straight to Netflix.
I'm even agreeing with Josh. I'm pretty darn sure it's a Netflix original.
Well, if just because it's on Netflix,
It'll
doesn't
say
mean it's an
Netflix original.
Yeah,
on
it'll
it.
say Netflix original. on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Riding in cars, or comedians riding in cars with coffee.
Comedians in cars getting coffee has
Yeah.
the Netflix symbol right on it. So that means it is. I can't really... All I can do is just show you that. That means it's a Netflix original. It's in upper left. Doesn't even have his face. Upper left.
I'm looking upper left.
I think you're looking upper right.
To me, it looks like you're looking in the upper right corner.
Oh, there it is.
That's the upper left!
Yep, I had that wrong.
I am looking at the upper left. Oh, there it is.
It's a Netflix original.
Okay.
It might have been on there, or
I could have swore it was on like something else, but anyway.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on. What are we going to talk about?
we were talking about movies still. I was still on the verge of that. Did you hear that Ron Burgundy's getting a podcast?
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yes, I did actually.
Yeah. I wonder if it's going to be like Will Ferrell doing it, or if it's going to be an impersonator.
I don't know.
I don't know. It just got
I don't
announced.
know. You know, there's not a lot of. I don't know. I've started to say there's not a lot of big money in podcasts to where Will Ferrell would be interested, but if you know, who knows?
He's only doing podcasting. A lot of people like that. I mean, weekly. I mean, that's all you need. So that's one other thing I had in the movie news here. I'd like to move into video game awards
Okay.
and video game stuff.
Is this gonna take a while?
No. Jeez, are you in a hurry, Alex?
Well, no. It's just like, we did this last year, and we were just not exactly organized.
No, I've got it right here. I've got
Okay.
it right here. So the Video Game Awards are on December 6th, which is tomorrow at time of recording. And I just wanted to go over some of the nominees here, and I want to see what you guys thought.
Okay.
So I'm going to do 4. We've got Best Multiplayer Game, Best Action Adventure Game, Best Action Game, and Game of the Year.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you the nominees. So for multiplayer, I have to go all the way to the bottom because I started at the bottom when I was writing all this stuff down.
This is best multiplayer, is what you said?
Yeah, multiplayer game of the
Okay.
year. And now,
I already know who's gonna get it.
here we go. So we got Call of Duty Black Ops 4,
Okay.
Destiny 2 Forsaken,
Okay.
Fortnite,
Fortnite got it.
Monster Hunter World, and Sea of Thieves.
Ooh.
Well,
It's going to be
Fortnite's gonna get
Fortnite.
it.
Fortnite, yes.
Yeah, Fortnite's gonna get it.
That's unfortunate, too. Unfortunate.
Okay. What's next?
Now, hold on. I'm
That was an
scrolling up.
easy one. Fortnite
Wasn't
got it.
Yeah, once you see Fortnite on there.
It's just kind of like when you're watching like the Oscars.
Mm-hmm. Now,
You're
Brett,
just
you'll
like,
be able to weigh in on
And
this.
Titanic gets another award.
Actually, with most of these. Right, exactly. Same with, what's her name? Rolling in the Deep.
Adele?
Adele. When she,
Adelaide.
well, people were pronouncing
Yeah,
it that for a
well,
while
yeah.
That's
until
wrong.
I know.
It's Adele. Anyways.
Action adventure game: Assassin's Creed Odyssey, God of War, Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2,
Ooh.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Ooh.
It won't be Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and
No.
it won't be Assassin's Creed. That's all I can say.
It's gonna be Red Dead.
Probably.
It's gonna be Red
Do
Dead.
you think Red Dead's gonna take that?
I wish.
God of War might take
I
it.
wish it was God of War, but it's going to be Red Dead.
It's gonna be Red Dead.
I don't think Spider-Man will take it.
I don't
Even
think
though
so.
it was great, but I think it wasn't quite as great as they expected it to be.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still really good. And Red Dead, I know it's not really judged on sales, but Red Dead is just making a ton of money selling.
Yeah.
Upwards of 20 million copies.
That's pretty good for a at the
We got
time
people
was only a
saying Red
single
Dead
player.
on YouTube.
Yeah, I think so.
Red Dead's gonna get it.
I think so too. Best action game: we got Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Dead Cells, Destiny 2 Forsaken, Far Cry 5, and Mega Man 11.
Black Ops.
I have no idea.
I mean, I think Black Ops might take.
I think
that
Black
one
Ops might get that one.
for best action game. I
Yeah.
mean, Destiny 2.
I know there was a big hype, but it didn't last as long as Black Ops is.
Well, you can't really.
Yes, I can say
Forsaken
that.
came out in September.
Yeah, and
Call of
right
Duty
after
came out
that
in
was
October.
Black Ops. So, and Destiny 2, I mean, at least for us, we would still be playing
I'd
it
be playing it if we could.
if we could get our bestie
Yeah.
to play with us.
Yeah.
But, anyways, but that's not happening.
Anytime soon,
But
yeah.
Black Ops, it's
It's an action game.
it's probably gonna take it. I
Yeah.
think. Okay.
So the last one we got Game of the Year. Now I skipped over a lot of these because a lot of them deal with esports and a lot of them deal with streamers, and some of them do with indie games and just stuff that we haven't been able to check out. But a lot of these titles, it's like, okay, so I'm gonna do the big ones. That way we can at least list off stuff. So for Game of the Year, we got Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Celeste, God of War, Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World, and Red Dead Redemption 2.
I think it's between, again, God of War and Red
It's
Dead.
probably gonna be Red Dead.
Yeah, I think Red Dead's taking.
Are you?
some stuff.
Fortnite didn't get up there?
No, not Game of the Year. No, it's been out.
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
Over
Has
a
it?
year. Yeah,
Oh,
over a year.
okay. Well, then Red Dead's gonna
Right?
grab it.
Yeah, it's been out for over a year.
It came out. I know it didn't come out this year.
No.
Okay. Well, it's probably last year then.
So there's some speculation that there's going to be some video game trailers and some
likely
movie trailers tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And you can find the Video Game Awards everywhere. I mean, they are putting.
You just
on
watch them on
Twitch,
YouTube.
They're putting it on YouTube. They're putting it on IGN.
I think that's how we watched it last
they're
year.
even putting it on TV.
So yeah, a lot of times
It used to be on Spike,
It used to be on Spike.
but
Right.
Spike's not a thing.
Spike is Paramount now. I
Paramount.
believe.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, other trailer. Some people are speculating we might see Left 4 Dead 3.
That's
We've
not
been saying
happening.
that for years. It's not going to happen. So when it freaking does,
Yeah.
I'll pee my pants.
Yep. A new BioShock is also speculated.
No, you just made me like, woo.
A new Borderlands, and the other thing was a new Metroid. Because last Video
I'm
Game
excited
Awards,
about 3 of those.
Metroid is great.
I never played Metroid, so I'm not excited about it.
Oh, it's a first-person girl shooter.
Yeah, I should probably play it, huh?
Yeah, and when it comes to the Switch, you're probably gonna play it because you want to play.
I want to play Bayonetta.
I know. So that's all I had really in video game news. Video Game Awards is tomorrow night. I'm really excited to watch it. I'm never really interested in awards ceremonies, but
Was it last year when the guy got like drunk on the?
Yes.
yeah,
That was the Video Game Awards. Okay, that's what I thought. It's like
that was for Brothers.
he was
yes.
like
No,
he
it
was
was
either
a
drunk
Way
or
Out.
on like coke
Way
or
Out.
something.
He was
probably
he was
coked.
on something.
Yeah,
He's on something.
He flipped off the camera.
He did.
He said F the Oscars.
Yeah, I did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
he,
did.
he was backing up EA, which EA, they need to figure their stuff out. So if you want, we can move into some NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go over fantasy and got some news. I got some stuff. What? Alex still beat me.
She did.
She had 0 on a player and still beat me.
I had 2 zeros.
You had 2 zeros?
I had 2 zeros.
And her quarterback got like 9 points.
What?
It was
No, I got like 40 points.
it was the Giants that did Odell Beckham and Saquon that really helped you out.
Yeah. I got 2 zeros.
I'm so
my
mad.
kicker got 0. And I think my tight end got 0.
I can't for the life of me freaking beat anybody but Ashley.
And that's who you go on.
That's who I go up against next.
Like,
Yeah.
Josh and I were like
The
a 2-point difference between Sunday and
This
Monday.
is BS. And Minnesota went negative.
Yeah.
And I still lost. Her score was 73.6. Mine was 70.7. I should have played Roethlisberger. I would have won.
yeah.
But you did.
Andrew Luck is who I played. That's where I got the 9 points from. Andrew Luck gave me 9 points because he had an interception and no touchdown passes. And the Colts did terrible. They lost.
It did, and that
That was
was
a bad
unexpected
game, too.
Because in the last, I think 6 games, Andrew Luck has scored or has thrown at least 3 touchdowns in every single game. So
Yeah.
they lost 6-0 to Jacksonville.
His
That's-
yardage is
that's
fine.
bad.
Though. His yardage is... Oh, but the coach didn't get fired.
No, no, he didn't.
So just talking about before you get into that conversation,
Absolutely.
fantasy. Guess who's
Yes.
Brett and I have made it into the winners bracket
Yeah,
We
F you
have.
guys.
for the playoffs.
Yep.
You are in the losers bracket.
Yeah.
Brett, you are facing
Shane.
Wayne.
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 2 weeks in a row, I'm going up
Wayne.
against Wayne.
Yep.
Who got the bye?
Shane.
No, Joe did.
Oh, that's right, Joe.
Joe got the bye.
And who got the other one?
I don't know. I didn't look at the losers.
I thought it was you,
No. I don't get a bye.
not you. The other you.
Not you. You.
No, not you. You.
I think it was Shane.
Let me look.
Shane. I think it was
It
Shane.
is. How did he
Joe-
get away with
Because
that?
Joe and Shane are the top 2 best records.
From
Reckons.
both
You reckon?
divisions.
Yes.
Yeah. Because even if Alex would have
Yes, I know. She thinks she's funny.
even if Alex would have beat me, and she did, she has the same score
You
as Shane.
finished 8-5.
Yeah.
I finished 7-6.
Yep.
Joe was 12-1, and I think Shane was also 8-5.
Yep. And then 7-6 for Wayne, and then me. I'm good old 2-11.
Hey, what's up, Shane?
What up, Shane?
Oh, I'm glad Shane's on.
Shane's in
because,
bye week heaven. That's what he said.
I've been I take multiple opportunities to bust Shane's balls, and he's been a good sport. So
So now you're gonna do it live.
no, I'm gonna be nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he did. Today I bust him a little bit because he sent to our group chat that one of his players tore his Achilles and is out. So he's like, my team is falling apart. So I said, don't be setting up this excuse train.
Right.
And he's like, it's just facts. And I'm like, well, maybe.
Now, I'm not going to be a poor sport about this. I might do fantasy next year. It depends, but
Are you going to?
oh yeah, Alex loves fantasy. She
I
loves
like
the competition.
I like competition.
Yeah,
Sure,
she's
it's
and
fun.
you know what you're doing. And I gave you a great team. You're doing just
you
fine.
gave me an okay team. Not as good as last year.
Well, if you were there, you would have probably gotten the same team, if not worse, maybe. I was giving you.
I say you go one more year, only worrying about your team. If she can't show up to the draft, that's her problem.
She was at a freaking.
I don't
Okay,
care.
that wedding
You
that
know who
she
else
attended.
wasn't there?
Who? Joe.
Kevin. Joe. No, Joe was there.
Oh, Joe wasn't there last year.
Kevin wasn't there. Ashley wasn't there for half of it.
Oh yeah.
Dustin wasn't there.
Dustin
Well,
wasn't.
Dustin was Rob, and Rob was there, wasn't he? No, Rob was not there.
I don't
Rob
think
was
Rob
not
was there.
So yeah, that's
So
what
I
I'm
wasn't
saying.
the only freaking person that wasn't there.
That's what I'm
So-
saying. It can be done.
Anyway, yes.
Basically, we just do an auto draft if you're not there, meaning that we
Yeah.
give you the best rated.
That's what we did
position
with
player.
Joe that one year.
Exactly, and he still made.
He still
did really
did
good.
really good.
Anywho,
I don't get it. He just picks him up and he rolls with him.
All right.
So let's argue.
okay.
So on Sunday,
Mhm.
the Packers fired their head coach.
As soon as the game was over, pretty much.
It's trash. And I'm only going to say this because all that happened is they had a losing season for the first time in 10 years?
Mike McCarthy has been there 11 years and made the
Okay.
playoffs 9 out of the 11.
Okay. So, moving on from that. You and I got into a little bit of a discussion over Mike McCarthy's
It's a
firing.
spirited debate.
And I realized halfway through the conversation I am defending a team that
you
I
hate.
hate. I'm defending a coach that I hate. I'm
Yeah.
defending a quarterback that I hate. Because
Okay.
we started talking about Aaron Rodgers. And then we started talking about Tom Brady. And then you started contradicting
It
yourself.
was not contradicting myself.
The way you said it, and then you
that
you
may
had
have
to
been
elaborate.
how you took it, but that is not.
See, Alex
what
is
I
getting
meant.
her popcorn. Okay, so we're not going to start yelling here yet. Okay, so first of all, I want to go on the fact that they fired their head coach over one issue. Fine, whatever. I don't care
What's
about
the one
that.
issue?
The fact that he's on his way out is the issue.
Okay.
Apparently, he can't manage a football team when he was doing just fine for the 11 years.
He wasn't doing just fine this year.
1 year.
Still, though, that 1 year is at the end of this run where
I don't think that matters.
Aaron Rodgers only had, he's 35 years old, so he may only have 5 years left.
Okay.
And if they can't get it together this year, how much more time are they going to give Mike McCarthy before starting over and getting somebody fresh in there that the players are going to respond to?
I'd say 1 more year.
Okay, so then Rodgers is 36,
Okay. Then the next year is 37. What about it?
The window is rapidly
How
closing.
old is Tom Brady?
41.
Okay.
You know how often quarterbacks go to 40?
All their lives?
Not playing.
Brett
Do you
Favre
know how
did.
often they go playing at the level that Tom Brady is playing at the age of 40 or 41?
Anyways, yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying there. Now, let's talk about Aaron Rodgers. Yes, he is on his way out. They were
Aaron
saying
Rodgers is not on
They were
his
saying
way
it.
out.
The same conversation about Mike McCarthy they were saying it on ESPN. They were saying it. I heard it. They said, "Okay, Mike McCarthy's on his way out. So is Aaron Rodgers." They're predicting it soon too. I was right.
No.
If sportscasters are predicting it,
He's not on his way out. He's getting older. They just made him the highest paid quarterback in the history of the league at the end of last year.
That just means people want to throw money at him.
That's because he's the best.
But you just said Tom Brady's the best.
Tom Brady is the best of all time. He's not the best right now in the league.
Okay. So Aaron Rodgers is not the best in the league right now.
Yes, he is.
Look at his fucking stats.
Aaron Rodgers is the most talented quarterback in the league right now.
Okay, so they're going to the Super Bowl. They're going to the playoffs. He has no talent then because he's not making his throws. He's not making his touchdowns. The Packers aren't going to the playoffs.
They're not. But
That
he's
makes
still...
him not the best quarterback.
No, he is the best quarterback.
I don't think you're. I think you're crossing wires here, man.
I am not crossing wires here.
Okay, so if a quarterback doesn't get their team to
A quarterback cannot do it alone.
A quarterback-
They can make up for a lot of
quarterbacks
missing
are the
areas.
head of the team.
You can't take a bunch of duds with one great quarterback and go to the Super Bowl. Why do you think Peyton Manning only made it to 2 and 1 in Indianapolis? What they did in Indianapolis, they put Peyton Manning said, you will have some good players, but the rest will save money on and not pay him much. And that's why he always lost in the playoffs. He was never any good in the playoffs.
Okay. But going off of stats, Aaron Rodgers is not the best quarterback right now.
Aaron Rodgers is the most talented quarterback in the
Okay,
NFL.
most talented, not the best.
That's, two sides of the quarter. He is the best.
Okay.
If
but
you want one quarterback in the NFL today,
what makes a quarterback?
It's Aaron Rodgers.
What makes a quarterback?
What do you mean what makes him?
Decision making,
Yeah.
team play,
Okay.
direction.
I think you're just making words up
No.
here.
The ability to throw the ball down the field, the ability to read a play. That makes a
Okay.
quarterback. The ability to move the ball to get it across the end zone. That's what you want. That's your main goal.
All quarterbacks can throw the ball.
Apparently Aaron Rodgers can't. He's not getting his team to the Super Bowl.
We're going to go round and round here.
So anyways, Mike McCarthy's fired. Aaron Rodgers is getting old. That's the gist of this.
Yep.
Not only that, I mean, who is Hunt playing for? The Chiefs?
Chiefs, yeah.
Yeah, we don't really need to talk about him.
No.
But, yeah, that's unfortunate that that news didn't come out sooner.
Well, yeah.
When there seems to be a thing happening in the NFL where players are they're not happy people outside of sports.
Well, it's, depends. Character can, players' characters, not just, I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. You just never know about where a player came from, how they
You just
were
assume
taught
if they're
to
on
treat
the football
women,
team that they're an all-American
Just 'cause
American.
they're in the spotlight.
Exactly.
And it's not, isolated to NFL players. It's all athletes in the spotlights.
Yes.
Could
Yes.
be any celebrity.
It is. But moving on from there, do you hear about the petition for the Super Bowl? 40,000 people.
Something about SpongeBob.
Yes, 40,000 people have signed petition to play "Sweet Victory" from the Super Bowl halftime. Remember that in SpongeBob?
Which one is that?
The only time they perform on a football stadium in the Bubble Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, people have petitioned to have this song played at halftime at Super Bowl in memory of Steven Hillenburg.
It could happen.
Whatever.
I could see it.
Isn't that pretty awesome?
I could see it.
They're getting people back, like they want to pay tribute to someone. I mean, they got that song. Everyone remembers that song. Have you seen that episode, Brett? No, it's a really good one. Patrick asks if mayonnaise is an instrument.
Do you want to catch us up on the comments?
Yeah, it's moving.
Really, it's a lot of. I threw some popcorn up there on the screen.
Oh, so
Popcorn.
no comments in other words.
Well, there was a comment, but it was a comment that you already said.
Oh, okay. Well, read it.
Okay. Shane said, I don't get the confusion you had, Josh. Brady is the greatest of all time, but Rodgers is arguably the most talented quarterback in the league.
All right.
Okay.
And I said, yeah, nope, never mind. I'm not pulling this back up.
No. Say it. Do it.
I said, is that not the same thing?
How is it not the same thing?
Take a snapshot of or look at their career as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Brady's got 5 Super Bowls. He's been there 8 times.
That makes him talented, right?
All right, here's
Aren't all
right,
quarterbacks
hey,
in the
hey,
NFL talented?
Hey, can I have just let's take somebody from that doesn't know football very well and have this explained on both
But
sides.
you know what
Hey, just
the definition of talented and the greatest of all time means.
Okay, you are saying, Brett,
Mhm.
that Aaron Rodgers is the most talented in the league right now.
Correct.
But yet, Tom Brady is the greatest of all time.
Correct.
So they're in the same league right now, right?
Yes.
Then how can they both have that same spot? That's how it's working in my head.
Let's say that both their careers ended right now.
I have the talking pillow.
You asked the
Brett
questions
the
you want.
talking
I'm not
pillow.
touching that. Let's say both of their careers ended right now. And you look at what Tom Brady did in his career and what Aaron Rodgers has done in his career.
Okay.
Who's better?
Probably Tom Brady.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
So Tom Brady, even though he's still playing,
Yeah.
is always going to be the best of all time unless
Okay.
someone comes along and wins more than 5 Super Bowls.
Okay.
So Aaron Rodgers, there was a perfect storm for Tom Brady. Now some would say it was the cheating, but
Oh,
Bill
yes, it
Belichick
absolutely
as
was.
a great coach, and just the way the Patriots as an organization are run, how they are able to find the players that they do. Some you don't even know, but it works for them.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Aaron Rodgers, they put talent around him sometimes, but a lot of times they didn't. And he's only been to 1 Super Bowl, and yes, he won it. But that's where the
Okay.
distinction lies.
Now, you did not say anything about talent. What do you want?
I want the talking
No,
pillow.
I'm next. You said
I want the talking pillow.
you said Rodgers is the best quarterback in the league. He's not going anywhere. And then you said Brady is the best of all time.
Exactly.
That was my confusion. I was like, how do they
I'm
have
still
the same
confused.
spot? How do they have the same spot? Like, you're pretty much saying they're one and the same.
Yeah.
I'm saying that Brady is the best of all time, meaning Rodgers is not going to win 5 more Super Bowls.
Yeah.
So Brady is always going to be the best of all time.
Okay.
But Rodgers is the best right now.
Oh, I get it.
Okay, I got that.
Tom Brady, he's still good, but he's 41 years old. He can barely move in the pocket.
So
Mhm.
how do you compare? This is total under the bus here. Mahomes.
So he's very, very good. But a lot of times we see first-year quarterbacks have an outstanding year, and then the next year, defenses and defensive coordinators have figured them out, and they know how to shut them down. That's why Dak Prescott has had 2 really bad years. Dallas quarterback. He had a great first year, but
Did
now
you-
he kind of sucks.
Did you give him like a blank look or something? He had
I
to
did.
explain who Dak Prescott was.
So is that like Keenum?
Yeah, could
Keenum
be, but
had a
he's
good-
having an all right year.
That wasn't his
Yeah,
first
but he
year.
was having like he got thrown in halfway through last
That
year.
wasn't his first year.
That's the first year I heard of him.
Wouldn't he?
That's
was
his
it
first year
year
as starting quarterback.
Yeah.
So
He
when
was
when
secondary before.
coaches don't have a lot of film on you, they don't know what necessarily you can do yet.
Right.
But now next year, Mahomes, maybe he's just as good. Maybe he takes a step back. You also have to add the experience factor in.
Okay.
Whereas, he is on a hot streak, yes, and maybe it will keep going because he's that good, but you just don't know. Everybody thought, Dak Prescott was the next solid
I
Dallas
thought so.
Cowboy, the next Troy
Yeah.
Aikman,
Yeah.
But he's really fell down. And it's not
has.
all him. There's been the offensive line is worse, and that was really solid his first year.
Yeah.
So there's contributing factors.
There is, yes. Yeah. So moving on from there,
Yeah, man,
since we've
yeah.
kind of rang that out and kind of got the
We
idea,
did.
the XFL is in the news. The cities have been
Yeah,
announced.
the cities have been announced.
Yep, there are 8 teams coming to play in 2020. There is New York, New Jersey, that's one team, Dallas, Houston, Tampa Bay, St. Louis, Seattle, Los Angeles, and Washington, D.C. Now, they really skipped the Midwest here.
I'm gonna say I was like here.
Mostly
And
here. They're going in a
pretty
bowl.
big markets.
They're going in a bowl for the
Yeah.
for the United, like if they're going in the States, they're skipping the top.
Yep.
I mean, Chicago could hold one of them probably.
Well, it's because they don't want to
big
put
market.
any big Minnesota players in there because
They
everybody will
could-
get crushed.
Yeah, a lot of these stadiums.
They're scared.
I'm just happy that St. Louis has a team again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now how the XFL pans out, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I mean, it's first
Well, I'm kind of
season
excited
was-
actually. What you guys have told me about the XFL, like it's something new. I want to.
It's not new.
Well, for me, it's new.
It's a rehash.
I
and
honestly,
it's
I
new.
will probably not watch.
I'll check out the first game.
I want to I want to check it out.
Yeah, I just want to see how it goes. And I think they actually announced the day too when kickoff is.
I get a year's worth of football viewing in the 5 months or whatever that it's on. So and
Because
and
you
then I'm
watch it
good.
every freaking We don't watch.
do.
We don't watch football. We try to watch maybe 2 games.
I watch.
Well, you watch the Red Zone.
I watched the
That's
first
like
hour.
ADD.
I watched the first hour, and then usually I will stream the second game on my iPad while I'm doing something else, just kind of have it on in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will watch usually the first half of the Sunday night football game. And then Monday night, I might turn it on just see what the score is. I don't tend to watch a whole lot Monday night. And then Thursday night is kind of the same as Monday night. That they've been better games on Thursday night this year. So I've watched a little bit more on Thursday night this year than before. So.
Kickoff is February 8th, 2020.
Okay.
That's like right after the Super Bowl.
Yep.
1 week after.
Yep.
Yep.
Perfect timing.
They planned that. They did.
We're going to catch up on some comments here.
Absolutely.
Did you guys catch any of HW's funeral today?
Yeah. I have a...
No, I didn't, but we should at least announce hey, just because this podcast does going back and listening to it in later years, this is a kind of an important day.
Oh, sure.
It is National Day of Mourning today.
It is.
Yeah, the mail was shut down. A lot of the government jobs
things were shut down today.
Shut down. So.
Flags were at half mast. So yes,
Google was gray.
HW Bush died.
George H.W.
George
Bush.
H.W. Bush.
HW. Yeah, he.
Well, I looked down and I read that.
He did 1 term in office. Yeah, I mean, I don't. He was right when we were born. We were really young when he was president. So that's next is Clinton.
Next would be Clinton.
That's the as far as age goes, or when they held office, right? I mean, I don't think
Jimmy Carter still alive. Look that up real quick.
I don't think so. I think he died I want to say it was maybe 5 years ago.
I don't know why I'm thinking that. I could be totally wrong.
And then we've got YouTube saying watched George
You're
W.
right.
Bush's eulogy. Absolutely beautiful. And
He's still
touching.
alive.
Jimmy Carter is?
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter still
How
alive?
old is he?
I didn't pull up his Wikipedia. I can tell you this. He is. Oh, it's not telling me his age. That's his spouse. Thank you. I can't find it.
Wow.
Wikipedia's not giving me this information.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He's old.
Yeah. I'll find it. Keep going.
Okay. Anyways, so today was National Day of Mourning. No, personally, I had not caught anything, but I plan to actually at least kind of go on social media and take a look at it. Yes.
Yeah. I found it. He is.
And Paige on YouTube said yes, Jimmy Carter was at his funeral.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
94.
Same age as HW.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So yeah, there's Jimmy Carter, and then I guess Bill Clinton. I don't know a lot of. I mean, I know Bill Clinton, and we know George W. and then Barack Obama, and of course Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's been in our lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, in the 80s and 70s, that's a real blur. But I know most of our presidents. I learned a lot of that in government and stuff. Let's move on, guys. You didn't check any of the HW's funeral?
No, I've been out and about all day today.
George W. did a eulogy, and
I saw photos.
Yeah.
So I saw photos.
Yep. I mean, I think all presidents were there. That's still.
Well,
living.
I would.
Yeah.
All living
think
presidents.
that all living presidents would
Can't
be
imagine security.
Tight. Very
Yes,
tight.
very
Well, first
tight.
of all, you have when you're president, you keep Secret Service with you for the rest of your life, regardless of the number of people.
Yeah.
And so you have all these people under one roof. Can't imagine how tense Secret Service is at that moment.
Yeah, just tight security.
Oh my gosh. Right. So what do you guys want to move on to?
I want to move on to the dentist real quick.
God, I don't want to talk about the dentist. I gotta
Well,
go.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
So I had to go to the dentist the other day on Monday, and I had to get a temporary crown put in. So in the process of that is pretty much they grind down your tooth to nothing, a little post, and then they take a fake tooth and like a Lego block, they fit it onto the post, and then they temporarily glue it to your mouth. And then in 2 weeks I go in because they took molds of my tooth before they grinded it down. They make a fake tooth out of my mold. I go in 2 weeks and they crack off that temporary, and then they just pop it on the other one and put a permanent cement in my mouth and then cement on my new tooth. So, funny thing that happened.
Funny thing
and not so funny thing. First off, the dentist was really fast. He was super nice. Came in and he put some lidocaine or some kind of numbing gel on both sides of my mouth, just gel in my mouth to numb up my gums, which, by the way, I did not have that the last time I got like a filling done. It was just a straight, here's a needle in your gum, I'm going to numb your gum up. There was no lidocaine prep.
Oh.
So I was like, that really took the edge off. Because I didn't feel the needle in. I just felt the burning as soon as they put it in.
You didn't feel the needle?
No.
Oh.
No, it was very nice. It was very nice because that's usually the part that I hate.
Oh, I hate the needle.
So because you see them come with those big metal syringes and you're like, oh man, this is gonna hurt. So anyway, so he numbed one side of my mouth and numbed another, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna come back in 5 minutes. Just keep those the topical swabs in your mouth. And he comes back in 5 minutes, like, you numb them, and I was like, yep. My lips were numb, my tongue was numb, everything's numb. Okay, I'm gonna start working. So they start opening my mouth and they start grinding down my tooth, right? And there's one tiny microscopic part where I'm like, and he's like, did you feel that? Uh-huh. And he's like, well, you're not supposed to feel anything. You feel this? 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 Okay, hold on, I'm gonna give you some more of the numbing agent. So he gets out the syringe again. Pokes me again. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Comes back, starts grinding down my tooth. Gets to the same spot. Not even joking. You still feel that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try a different spot. Numbs me like further up by my incisors, even though he's working on my back molar. And he's like, I'll be back in 5 minutes. So at this point, not the nurse, but the
assistant,
the hygienist comes in to check on me, and I notice, like, I'm sitting here texting on my phone, and I can't feel shit. I can't feel anything because I've never been this numb. Like, there's numb, and then there's can't feel shit numb.
Mm-hmm.
And she comes in, and she kind of giggled a little bit. She's like, "Are you feeling it?" And I looked at her. I was looking down at my phone, and I looked up, and I just had drool.
Oh no!
I just had drool pouring out of my mouth, and I looked down at my sweater.
That's why you had that photo. Okay.
I had like the little bib on that they have, and I looked down, and I was like, "Am I drooling?" It's just I couldn't feel it on my. I was just apparently just sitting there for 5 minutes, just dripping.
Could you
drool.
move your jaw?
Well, yeah, I can move your jaw, but you can't feel it.
You can't feel.
You
if there's
cannot.
anything.
Here down, whole jaw. Like, it felt like my jaw was gone. And my tongue.
You remember the character Steve Urkel?
Yes.
So there's an episode where he goes to the dentist.
Oh yeah.
And they got his mouth pried open, and he's talking, so it's you can barely tell what he's saying, but before they did, he's like, I brush twice a day and I floss and my teeth are immaculate. And the dentist is like, uh-oh. And he's like, what do you mean? Uh-oh. And he's like, does this hurt? And he goes, ah!
That's kind of the way it was. But after he gave me that last injection, he came back, and the nurse was like, I think she's ready now. It looks like I've had a stroke. Like, seriously, like, this part of my lip.
Do you have a photo?
I do have a photo. I have a few photos. It looked like my lip was, like, down here.
Yeah.
Like, it was gone. And he's like, all right, so he does the rest of it. He's like, you feel that now? He's like, all right, we got it. Grinds it down, does the rest. So anyways, I took a video of myself because everything was done, and I'm trying to ask her questions. I'm like, I've never been this numb before. Like, I can't talk, I can't move my lip. And I was like, and I actually feel pretty embarrassed about myself right now. And she's like, well, you look fine, don't worry, you look normal. So I get up and I go to the bathroom before I leave, and I was like, bullshit, I look normal. Like, I went to go, like, in the bathroom in the mirror. It was like trying to talk to myself in the mirror, and it was like my lips were doing this.
You ever see Caddyshack?
They were like completely
No?
sideways, and I could not move. So if I did a kissy face like this, it looked like it.
Bill Murray has a look that he has his
Yeah,
look
it looked like that.
Yeah, Bill Murray had something like that in Caddyshack.
All right, if you do this, and you can hold air in your mouth,
Yeah.
it was like this, because I could not tighten my lips closed.
Okay.
She couldn't drink any water.
And I couldn't drink any water. Like, I got home, I took a drink of water, and just went down my face, and I was like, ugh.
How long did it take to...
Oh, okay. I was actually getting scared. Because this
she
happened.
was really concerned about jaw paralysis.
I was, because I got home. It was still hurt. It started to hurt.
So your appointment was at 2.
It was at 3.
3.
And by the time I was done, it was like 4:30. It was about 9 o'clock because I was just about to stream.
You were already on streaming, and it was still.
And I was like, oh my god, this still hurts. Like or it's still numb, like right here.
Yeah.
And I couldn't move my jaw all the way. I was like, oh my god, I have paralysis. Oh no. So no, but it wore off in the morning. They gave me so much anesthetic that it just my face just went stupid for a minute.
I get to go. I get to go get my tooth pulled tomorrow, and a cleaning, all in one. Woo! Love the dentist.
Anyway, so yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, Josh gets his dental work, and then in 2 weeks I go back to the dentist to get all that done. Which apparently that's just a quick in and out appointment.
Oh, it's so
there's
quick.
no sedative or anything. It's just they go in, crack it, poop, pot it back on, cement it down, and then I'm out. So
it's amazing how much it actually it's odd how it just clicks in. Doesn't even bother you.
It feels freaking weird. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
The worst part of that whole thing though was smelling your tooth.
Oh, the bone.
Like they grind it down.
Yeah.
So you can smell it.
It's like really, really bad
Have
morning
you had a
breath.
crown?
No.
Really bad.
I've had a
morning breath.
tooth pulled.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
really? Yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago when I was a kid, but
So
anyway, dentist. So that was funny.
did you guys hear about these hacked printers?
Hacked
Printers?
No.
Yeah. So somebody wanted to take it upon themselves and build awareness of printer security.
Okay.
So this person, it's anonymous, of course, anonymous person, sent out they hacked over 50,000 printers, and it printed out a statement on it.
With a penis on it?
No. But a bro fist was, like a fist.
Oh, okay.
So the paper goes as follows. Attention. PewDiePie is in trouble and he needs your help to defeat T-Series.
I saw this.
What is going on? PewDiePie, the currently most subscribed to channel on YouTube, is at stake of losing his position as the #1 position by an Indian company called T-Series that simply uploads videos of Bollywood trailers and songs. What to do? Unsubscribe from T-Series, subscribe to PewDiePie. Share awareness to this issue, #save PewDiePie. Tell everyone you know, seriously. And then step 5 is brofist.
Yeah, I saw that.
So first of all, I mean,
I don't really know what to say about this.
PewDiePie, I think, is a dying streamer.
You don't really hear about him anymore.
No, and just because you don't hear about him doesn't mean that's happening. But I mean, Ninja is the guy people are talking about.
I was gonna say
right
Ninja
now.
is kind of the star.
If you
right now.
say one name right now of the most popular person on the internet,
It's Ninja.
it's Ninja. It's
Yeah.
Ninja. I mean, he was on ESPN magazine, for God's sake, like 2 months ago.
He's got his own commercial now too.
And, Samsung, yeah.
Yeah.
And Red Bull sponsors him. They built him a studio.
Nice.
So, with that being said, I think this is just a desperate attempt. Now,
I think that was stupid.
Now, Bollywood, that's a huge industry. It's a $1 billion industry. Do you know what Bollywood is?
No.
It's overseas. It's like Hollywood overseas in India, and it's huge. It's a $1 billion industry, and it's becoming the most subscribed to thing, and that makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of people in India,
Yeah.
and so I think it's just a desperate attempt to stay relevant. And I mean, PewDiePie claims he doesn't know who, but it's just one thing that you hear.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't me.
Oh, you got hacked? It wasn't me. I'm sorry.
I'm
They're
sorry.
mentioning me.
Oh, I got more subscribers. Oops, that was not my fault.
Whoops. So, I mean, that's just my thought on it. I mean,
Shane says at Josh, LOL.
okay.
How did that start, by the way?
I think it's because Shane. All right. So our group chat's having issues.
Yes.
For some reason, I want to say 40% of our group chat can't get messages. Just for some reason.
Well, they get them. They
They don't get notifications.
right. They don't.
Yeah.
And when we tag them, it doesn't give a notification either.
Yeah, it does. They say you have to.
I
have
thought
to tag
they
them.
weren't getting them if they were, because I've tagged Shane on several things, and he said he didn't get it.
Really?
Yeah.
I just know that if you tag
Sounds like
him,
you guys need to just upgrade your app.
update.
Or update your app.
Well, if there's not one available,
Right.
Then delete your app and reinstall it.
That's a thing. I've done that before. That could be.
That is always like my '90s go-to solution.
Turn it off.
Uninstall.
Turn it
back
off,
on.
turn it back on.
Yeah, I mean that's Apple's
9 out of 10
solution.
times it tends to work.
A reset is really nice for all electronics. So, okay. So back to what we were saying. No one's getting notifications, so we started adding each other. Excuse me, and that is saying tagging them in this message, and so therefore we just started doing that. And I said,
You said Shane.
It came to my
you
attention.
LOL a lot.
It came to my attention that if Shane has anything to
A
response or a contradiction at all, he adds LOL.
So Josh said, at Shane, you LOL a lot. And then ever since then, it's just been like, at Josh, LOL.
It's a thing that just started because of that, because they want to make sure I get the notification that they're saying LOL.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a thing.
Doesn't bother me. Hope you know it doesn't bother me.
We've got comments going. Is Ninja more popular than that bratty kid that tests toys? There's a 7-year-old.
I heard that today.
There's
he made
a 7-year-old
$22 million this year.
7-year-old YouTuber that is the highest paid
internet streamer.
Yep, $22 billion a year for just testing out toys.
Not billion, million.
Okay, well, somebody has it wrong. It's either 22 million or billion.
It's million. I heard the story today.
So it's a toy tester kid.
Oh yeah, it cannot be billion. Are you kidding me? No.
It's Ryan's toy reviews. I think is
I've
the kid.
never heard of this.
I've never either, but he gets
Wow.
a ton of hits.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Good for him.
I
Good
mean,
for him. Well,
these parents basically have made it if he really would never have to work again.
and the thing
never
is,
have to work at all.
he's gonna owe his parents for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Rest of their life.
They probably.
It's
sure
a
they took
$1 billion
cut.
idea.
Sure, they take a cut.
They take the money right now. I
Put
mean,
it in
if
a trust or something.
Well, you'd hope so.
well,
hope so,
they
yeah.
well if see here's the gray line. I thought there were age restrictions on that kind of stuff.
Well, for royalties there are.
Which so the parents would claim that.
So he's under 18. It's technically the parents.
How do
the
child
guardians.
actors get paid?
Oh,
You know?
Same thing. I'm guessing. Yeah.
I imagine it goes into some kind of trust. I have no idea, honestly.
There's probably a certain percentage they can touch until they're 18.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
anyways, I guess there's that.
I've never heard of
Ryan's Toy Reviews, I think
Toy
is what
Reviews.
it's called.
Okay.
I wanted to go into a toilet conversation.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So this actually popped up at work last week, and we were talking about going to the bathroom and talking on the phone.
Oh, I can't do it.
No?
Not anymore.
No?
No.
What?
Okay,
your
so
own bathroom?
doesn't
or
matter.
A public bathroom?
Doesn't
Public
matter.
No. Public no. My own. If it's you.
See, and that was the thing, though, is that what we were arguing is, like, some people are like, oh, my God, that is the most disgusting thing. No, absolutely not. No. And then there's me, and I'm like, I don't care.
You do realize there's a mute button on your phone, right?
Yeah, and other people are saying, oh, you just, hit the mute button. I don't hit the mute button.
Are you too good for the mute button?
Wait a minute. Have you ever heard anything while she's in the bathroom?
She'll tell me that she's in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
I was just like, I'm
Yes,
sorry,
but
I'm
have
peeing
you
right now.
heard the noises?
I mean, not. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know.
I don't think he tries to listen for it,
No.
if that's what you mean. Like,
I
it's
don't
not like I'm
reckon there's
holding the phone
Oh.
down by the
Oh,
toilet.
there's
That's-
absolutely no number 2 on the phone.
That's my point, though.
No number 2 on the phone.
How
Number
do you
1.
know? How do you know? She probably has.
What does that mean?
all right, that is the only time. You know how we don't poop in front of each other?
Yeah.
That is the only time I've ever pooped in front of you is on the phone.
Oh, so when we were really?
Oh, yeah, all the time. All the time.
To answer the question, I don't.
Yeah, all the time.
I learned something new.
If I do, I'm using headphones, like Bluetooth, to make the phone call.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Hands free.
Do you need both your hands? Are you
don't need
gripping?
'em. But if I
Are
don't,
you like, here we
if
go?
I don't have to worry about it, then I'm not dropping my phone into the shitter either.
I've done that.
I
Not while I'm peeing.
I
or
haven't.
Not while the event is happening.
Okay,
It was
was
after
after.
the event.
that's much better.
Did I tell the story?
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to tell it anyway. So, when I was 18, first cell phone, I was so
flip-
happy. Flip phone.
flip phone.
Yep. I had an LG perfect flip phone. Oh, it was beautiful. Loved it. Put it in a hoodie. Hoodie doesn't have a zipper, so it's one of those solid hoodie pockets.
Right.
Lifted it up to, do my business, and it was all done. And then I flushed, of course. I mean, I'm not
No.
not a sicko.
You said that you didn't.
Oh, I
You said it
flushed.
dropped in the pee.
No. No.
Yes,
no,
you did.
No. Absolutely not. I would not reach for it then.
Yes, you would have.
That was my razor.
Oh, that was your razor?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. He reached in the toilet for his other one.
Anyways, so it fell out, and I had to drive like 30 minutes to go to a cell phone store to get it replaced, and they gave me a shitty Motorola with no camera.
You said you had the intention though of when you freaked out, it dropped into the toilet, and you about.
Oh no! That was that time. The time that my electric razor fell in the toilet was when you tried to flush it.
What?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, because I was trimming my beard over the toilet because I didn't want to get it over the hair in the sink, so it fell into the toilet, and then you're like, babe, and you like reach for the handle, like you were ready to flush. I was like, what are you doing? It's gonna get clogged if you do that.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So answer your question.
So to answer my question, do you pee or poop on the phone?
No. Taking a piss.
Does it bug you?
If someone else does?
No, like if you are on the phone and like, are you opposed to it?
If I'm at work, no, I won't do it.
I know because you always text me like if I'm calling him and he's at work and he doesn't answer, the response I get is I'm pooping.
Yeah, I'll straight
up telling me that he's pooping.
You wanna know why? Because the fan in that bathroom is loud.
Yeah.
But he won't pick up the phone.
You gotta have the fan on.
Absolutely, you do.
That's a trade-off.
Yes.
And you pick that every time.
Yes.
Especially in a public restroom.
What are you saying, Alex? Like you just don't care?
You drop a deuce and let it bake in there?
Oh. God.
If no one else is home.
Oh,
wait.
in your own bathroom,
What?
okay. I'm talking about in a public restroom.
Oh, no.
Or like the office restroom.
So I don't think I answer my phone while I'm in the bathroom in a public restroom. It's only in my
weird.
Get closer to your mic.
Sorry, it's only when I'm at home.
Okay.
But I was surprised to see how many people were actually like super disgusted with it. Like, how can you be on the phone? I'm like, even when it was like not my cell phone, even when I was just at home in middle school and high school.
On your cordless?
Like us girls, like we were just on the toilet. Like we don't just say, hey, I'll call you back, I have to pee. No, we'll continue the conversation. I'm just going to be on the toilet.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a girl thing or what.
Could be.
Like,
it's kind of weird because girls are more secretive and guys are more like.
There are two people that
whatever.
three people that I absolutely do not care when I'm on the phone, what I'm doing. And that's Josh, my mom, and my sister.
I was gonna list that. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody else, like, I may try to muffle it a little bit or talk louder while I'm peeing.
The mute button. Well, if you're actually speaking.
No, but even my mother, like, Mom, why do you sound weird? Oh, I'm going to the bathroom.
Okay.
Like, she'll even tell me.
The acoustics are different in the bathroom. A lot of times it's echo-y.
Yes.
But Brett, I mean, I guess what's your opinion on the whole thing? Just absolutely not?
No, I won't do it.
No, why? We're not savages.
Well, not the same. I don't talk on the phone hardly ever.
No.
So
no.
There's just the time where I would be on the phone like, oh crap, I gotta go now. It's just it doesn't happen.
So there was this phrase that was going around work between me and one of my ex coworkers now. It's basically like any information that could have been done in a text and it's done over the phone instead just gets me irritated. Yeah. And you and I have started doing this too. It's like that kind of information could have been said in a text. And not like 80 texts like, I know some people that are like, oh, you got to add that sentence on.
That is a pet peeve of mine.
It is irritating. So I think it's time we...
finish up the comments before we plug it in.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
We good?
Nothing else
We're good. I mean, we've got comments saying, are you guys getting excited about New Year's?
No.
Yeah.
Yes. Brett, no.
Super Smash Brothers is on Friday.
Oh, Super Smash Brothers Party is on Friday.
Yeah.
And Mario Party.
Yep, Mario Party.
Alex, thoughts on jumpsuits. So that was the other topic. My sister and I went shopping at the mall on Saturday, like crazy people.
Yeah.
just
Was it
because.
busy?
Oh yeah, they're just super busy.
Oh, she was at the mall for at least 4 hours.
Yeah, it was.
At least.
And
No,
I went
actually,
to 3 stores.
You went at about 3. You didn't get back until almost 9. You were streaming in a half hour.
Yeah, pretty much.
I had dinner ready. I was that mad housewife.
He was. You were out shopping.
You were out shopping. I was at dinner ready for you. Man, you should have told me you're going to be late.
Yeah, he was.
I was
He was
mad.
He was a little bitch. You were?
Well,
Okay,
well,
first of all,
did you say I'll be home at this time?
She said
and
she
then
was
you
on her way
weren't?
out.
I said I was on my way out. Then we were passing by Bath and Body Works, and I totally had a whole bunch of stuff that I had to
wasn't
use
my
that
fault.
expired that day. Like we're going to expire that day. So I was like,
Did
I'm
you
just gonna go.
say, hey, I forgot to go into Bath and Body?
She didn't text me or anything.
No, because I'm
So-
busy holding all these other
Doesn't matter.
bags.
No, no.
Oh, they did have a lot of bags.
I'm with you, Josh.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, no. First of all, you were with your sister. She probably
One
had a
of
free
you
hand.
could have friggin' texted him.
Sorry.
Yeah. Communication. You know, that's how it works here.
Sorry.
So, Alex, you tried on a jumper.
Okay, so my
Or a
sister,
romper or
we
whatever.
went into
I
my favorite store, which is Charlotte Rouge, and we went in there, and my sister's like, I was just trying on sweaters and just tights, things like that. And I think this is a new sweater. Anyway, so because it's like, oh my gosh, it's wintertime. I don't have anything to wear. So, and then it's a time for sale. So I just went in there to just spend a little bit of money and buy something for myself. My sister went with me, just kind of tag along, and she's like, I know that you don't like jumpsuits. I know that you don't like pantsuits and things like that. But you have that kind of body type that I think it would just look amazing.
Ugh. Did you get a photo?
No.
God.
She said no photos, remember?
I said no photos.
Good.
I was like, why? And she's like, well, we're here. You're going to be in the dressing room. Can you please just try it on?
How
I
that
want to see.
style made it out the freaking fashion line,
And
I
then,
don't know.
and then she's like, oh, and I think you would look great in white jeans. So I tried on white jeans. I also tried on 3 different pantsuits. And pantsuit meaning it was like a halter top here, and then it was all connected into pants.
Ugh.
And I walked out, and I showed her, and I walked right back into it. I was like, nope. It made me look like a flippin' old lady.
Yeah. How people like that? What do you think of that style?
I think that there are certain people that can pull it off.
No.
Yes, there
No.
are certain like work suits. I think
No.
there are certain work suits that I think that some
Yeah,
women
if
can
it's
pull
all
off.
if it's all black,
Yeah, actually, yes, I agree with
that's
that.
the only way
But
it works.
I tried on a few different ones, and some that had did spaghetti strings and stuff, and I was like, why? Why is this? Why is my favorite store even selling
So
this?
you
I
can
want to
be
burn
naked
it.
when you're taking a poop.
Yeah, because you have to take the whole fucking thing off
You do.
to poop
Yep.
or pee.
Yeah.
Say, not just one.
Or pee.
You got a
You
shiwi.
literally have to unzip yourself and take. You can't pull. It's not like a dress that you can just pull it up. You have got to pull the whole thing down to go.
Oh my God, it's
Let's get out of here.
yeah. Alex, let's talk about your Twitch real quick before we do.
Okay, so if you would like to follow me on Twitch and watch me game, it is twitch.tv/cute_kitty. That's KUTEKITTI. I stream on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And right now, I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty.
Oh
We
my
got back into
gosh.
Sea of Thieves for a little bit, but I'm going to wait on some bug fixes before.
Okay,
Excuse
get it
me.
up. Get it up.
Excuse me. Before we go back to Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, we played Sea of Thieves Sunday night, and it was fine.
Like, the updates are fine.
Yeah, it
They're
was
fine.
fun.
It's fun, but
There's
it's just
some issues.
There's some issues that are frustrating that
Yeah.
they need to fix.
So, Brett, there was a. What's the one thing you want in a world? You want it populated, right? You want to feel immersed.
Okay.
Now, in Sea of Thieves, you remember how bare bones?
Oh, yeah.
It was. It's not like
It's
that.
not bare bones anymore.
They added. Okay, the Cursed Sails came out. We were really excited about that, but that was segregated into one specific region to where
like you had to go
enemy ships
to
would show
enemy
up.
ships.
now they're everywhere.
Now they're just random.
Yes.
They just show up.
Yep. So, but there's a fog that
That
gives
kind
you
of
a
warns
little
you
bit of a warning.
that they're coming.
But the fog creeps in. There's no escaping it.
Yeah.
You just know it's happening.
Mm-mm.
So it's random, random generator of that. It populates the world more, and it's great. And
But what pissed us off is that we actually decided to stay and fight these guys fought off the ship,
Mm-hmm.
and then thought it sunk, but all it did was just go underneath the water, and then didn't return.
Yeah, and this has happened to
And we didn't get any booty.
And this happened to another streamer as well.
A very popular
very
Sea of
popular
Thieves
guy.
streamer.
Probably one of the most popular Sea of Thieves guy on YouTube.
Yeah.
He had the same issue, and we're like, wow, we're not alone. I thought that was just us, and that's crazy that he got that on
And we went through a lot
yeah.
of inventory just to have that happen. So
The Kraken spawns more, and
Kraken's back.
will attack every boat now, not just
the
galleons.
galleons.
It'll attack sloops. Megalodons there's different types.
now you get loot when you defeat now you
Anything.
actually get something.
You get loot when you defeat anything.
Yes, now you actually get something for defeating something. And beforehand it was just the satisfaction of defeating a megalodon or defeating the Kraken. Now it's for every tentacle of the Kraken, it drops loot.
Yeah. So the
So it's-
Kraken's like heavy loot.
Yes, but it's also a lot harder to kill now because it slaps your bow.
Yeah. So it's more populated now. So if you ever wanted to go back to it, there's more to it.
There's also a lot more customization now for your boat
Yeah.
and your person.
Yeah. So it's but Call of Duty, great.
It's amazing.
A lot of good moments on your Twitch. And your highlights video is going to be
Yes, this week's highlights video, which is going to be you'll have a sneak peek at it on Sunday when I stream. It's going to be good.
yeah.
I've already got so many clips already. It's going to be good.
Yeah. All right. So without further ado, guys, it is time to plug it in. So if you are listening to or watching us, we want to remind you that there are other apps you can find us on. Seriously, just Google us. But if you want some of the pointers, I mean, if you want to listen to any of our previous episodes, some of the big places we're on is Spreaker. We're on Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Radio Public. Those are the big ones. We also have some smaller places we're on. But seriously, Google us if you're on any of our apps. Thank you for joining us. If you ever want to follow us on any of our social media apps, we are on Facebook, which is facebook.com/PTOUnlimited. Instagram is PTOUnlimited_podcast. And we are on Twitter, which is @PTOUnlimited. You can catch us live on those apps every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we do our pre-podcast meeting. And what we do is we sit down, we get to talk to our fans, and they can give us topics to talk about. You can see what we have planned for the show, and so on and so forth. So just make sure you join us on that. And also, we are on YouTube live at 7:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we do our actual podcast. So we do chime in with our viewers. We do give some shouts as well, too. So thank you for those who have joined us tonight. It's been a great night. We have a lot of people watching, actually. So thank you for doing that. And if you ever want to follow me on Twitter, what?
I was going to say big thank you to everybody that stayed with us
Yes.
the whole time so far, actually. Thank you
Yeah,
guys
it's
so much. It's so much fun to have you guys join us live on YouTube, so thank you. Thank you.
If you ever want to follow me on Twitter, I am @Lemke619.
Brett_wings.
Cute_kitty.
Yes.
You have a final note?
I do.
Let him say
Are
it.
there any final comments?
I do. No, but I have a final note as well.
Okay.
I wanted to do it before yours, though.
Go ahead.
There was a comment that I got from somebody that listens to us at work.
Okay.
She wants us to check out. I totally forgot about this. She said I'm kind of behind, but I was watching your guys' video talking about the moose poop lady.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And she said you guys have got to look up. There's a video of her selling it, like advertising it and selling it and describing what each one is, and she's holding it and all this other stuff. And she said it's hilarious and we have to watch it.
Okay.
Okay.
And she
What
really
was
enjoyed that episode.
What was it called?
Turds, moose, turds, but she said
Turdy Works.
Turdy Works.
Yes.
She said she's going over Christmas specials.
Oh wow.
Which was the poo-poo platter, right?
No. She said there's like a shit on a stick, is one of them, and then for real. And then there was a something about it incorporates it into the mistletoe. It's like mistle pooper.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of really funny ones, and she's just like, it's really funny because the woman is serious and she's selling moose poop on this video.
Yeah.
So yeah.
For my final note, Dwayne Johnson posted this video on Facebook. He often does it when he's working out, but he posted he was doing basically he was kind of laying on his back or at an angle doing hip thrusts, which is basically a barbell that lays across your waist.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yep.
he pushes up.
Okay.
And he was doing 460 pounds.
On
And
his glutes?
On his...
It's your glutes that you're working.
Sure. Okay. But he was doing, and that was his warm up. And so I went
my
to the
God.
comments. The comments were so funny
Holy
because they were
cow.
all about what's he doing to his poor girlfriend.
Holy cow. Okay, so I want to see who he's with.
She's probably
Lor-
broken inside.
Lauren something. I can't remember her last name, but
Dwayne Johnson. All right, because I have to know. He's not married?
I don't think they're married, but he's got 2 kids with
Lauren Hashian.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Hash with IAN.
Hashian.
Hashian. Okay. Yeah, I've never really.
My God, she's tiny.
She is. She's not.
She's
small-
very.
no,
She's
not
very
big.
classy looking. She's very. Hold on a second. Yeah, she's very classy.
She's a very tiny lady.
Well, she's actually tall.
Yeah, she's tall, but she's very
petite.
She's very petite.
She's petite.
Petite.
What's this?
Petite.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So what is he doing with that 460 pounds of
Jeez.
thrust?
Can you
I
imagine?
don't know.
I can't even. There's nothing that I can lift is over. God dang.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
that's. And again, that was his warm up.
He lifts it with his hips.
Do you even lift?
I mean,
bro?
that's your core.
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably lift. You can lift more probably with your core than obviously.
I could probably do 200 maybe.
Anyway,
Yeah.
All right.
We have to
Get
go
outta
to a
here.
gym eventually.
Yeah, we got to get you back.
Oh,
to
by
the
the way, I'm losing weight.
me too.
I've lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, Brett
Speaking
said
of
he had to
that-
buy new pants.
You wanted to go to the gym before New Year's. Is that happening?
I don't know.
It's okay if it's not. I mean, I don't judge.
I've lost weight just by eating less.
Eating less.
Yeah, just watching what I eat. I can't even eat a full like fast food meal.
I've
No way. I toss half
it's-
of my stuff.
It's not a good time because when it gets cold like this, I just want to eat.
Oh yeah.
But
I just
What-
want to sleep.
the last week, I made myself go like the first 2 days,
Mhm.
and after that, I was more of a. I just somehow, I felt the responsibility to go.
Yeah.
The last time you got into it, though, you stopped because you injured yourself.
I did, so I
Yeah.
made sure to rest at least every 4th, like after no more than 3 days in a row.
So you're going?
Yeah.
When did you start?
I just said I
When?
started going last week.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I went
I was looking at
Thursday,
something.
Friday, Sunday,
Nice.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh,
Nice.
well, good
Did
for
they
you.
put a scale back?
I have a scale in my bathroom.
I have to buy one.
They don't have one.
I know.
there.
Yeah, you're too self-conscious of your
Exactly.
weight.
They
God,
took it out.
shut up with that. People
So,
are getting
yeah.
sensitive with their weight. Of course, you're going to be sensitive. You're at a gym. You want to know if there's any progress.
Gotta weigh yourself at home. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Let's get
All
out.
right. So thanks for joining us, guys. We'll catch you next week. Thanks for all the comments. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, whatever you can to get our name out there. We appreciate it.
Hope you had fun.
Hope you had fun as well. Yes. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye, guys.